Mo Salah announcement came during the international break. First chance really to have a chat with you about it. How do you feel now? Obviously you knew it was coming, and can it act as a real positive for the club between now and the end of the season? And is he fit, first of all?
Yes, he is. He trained with us yesterday, he will train with us today, and is available for the game tomorrow. I think what has happened after he announced it is what he completely deserves. His teammates, anyone everywhere around the world that was asked about his legacy, said the words that needed to be said. It's been unbelievable what he did for this club for so many years, every 3 days, scoring the goals he did, having the assist, having the impact he had on this club, winning the trophies. I saw a beautiful photo of him in front of all the trophies he's won, individually and as a team. And I can only hope that he can add 2 extra trophies to it towards the end of the season.
Well, he wants to finish on a high, won't he? So, can it act as a real positive for you? Now that everybody knows it's happening, do you feel it'll give the club a sort of boost? For the club, maybe. For Mo, I think it doesn't matter if he's going to leave the club or if he's going to stay. That's what he's shown in all these 8 or 9 years, that he was always available in his best possible shape. And that doesn't change, not in a positive way now. Now he's leaving in the end, because Mo has always given everything he's got for this club in all the years that he's been here. So I would hope that he could give maybe even more, but that's not realistic because he always gave everything he had. So and he will try doing that till the end of the season. And if we have a Mo in the form he's had for so many years, that will be a big help for us towards the end of the season. I know you had a disappointing result last time out at Brighton, but now you've got these 2 big cup fixtures back-to-back, big games, an exciting time really for everyone at the club. Just how you want it really at this stage of the campaign?
Yeah, but that's throughout the whole season, how much you want it, but it's also about who's available and who's not. And I think the Brighton game summed our season up completely. So after a great game midweek against Galatasaray, we immediately had the setback the day after with Ali and Mo being out. And then 3 minutes into the game, Hugo Ekitike went out. And I think we could also see that in the second half, 1 or 2 players struggled with the fact that we played during midweek. And those were the players that were not used to it yet because of injuries throughout the whole season. So, but now Mo is back. Ali unfortunately isn't. But I think much more of our players are used to the program now than they were in the beginning of the season. So now it's up to us to show that we are ready for this tough fixture list. Tough in a sense of the opponents we face, but that's completely normal. If you are still in the FA Cup and if you're still in the Champions League, that you face tough opponents, and tough in a sense that it's a lot of games with hardly any rest in between. But we are now 8 or 9 months further than we were in the start of the season, and I think more and more players are ready for this schedule than they were for large parts of the first half of the season.
One of those being Alexander Isak, who we've seen back on the training pitch. It would seem to be too early for tomorrow, but has he got a chance of figuring next week?
No, it will definitely be too fast to expect him in the starting lineup. He's trained with us yesterday for the first time and today for the second time after exactly 101 day. I know this because it was told to me. So yeah, it will take a bit of time to give him a lot of minutes, but we will make sure we do the right thing in terms of building him up in minutes. But it's a very good thing to have him on the training ground again. It would be even a better thing to have him available for games, that's for sure.
Thanks very much.
Arne, lots of big games on the horizon, starting with this FA Cup tie at Manchester City. What is it about the big games, do you think, that seems to bring out the best in the Liverpool players? If you just look at this season, and I know lots of things haven't gone your way, the game against Real Madrid, Arsenal, home and away, even the Manchester City game that you lost at Anfield, you played really well and could easily have won it. So what is it about these big occasions that does seem to enable the players to play with maybe a bit more freedom?
No, unfortunately, the one game we are playing tomorrow was probably the worst game we had in the sense of playing the big games. We lost there 3-0. Of course, there were referee decisions involved in that loss that made it harder for us. But they were much better in the first half than us. I think, and I've said this many times, the reason why we have shown many times that we're a good team
in big games, but also in other games, is that we have very good players and we can play very good football. It's been a very hard for us and a struggle for us to play the amount of games. So every time after a good game, even the City game, we played 3 days after we played Real Madrid. And that has been our biggest problem this season. Struggling after playing after a good result or a bad result, so many games. That has been the biggest issue for this team. And not the games on itself, because we've shown that we have quality players and we are a very good team. But the amount of games have been our biggest issue. And that's why I just said it's interesting for us to see now where we are after 7, 8 or 9 months. We've played much better against them at home, as you said. At Anfield, I don't think we deserve to lose, especially not after our second half performance. Unfortunately, there was a big referee decision in that game as well, the red card on Mo Salah. That didn't went in our favour. But now we have to show, if this progress, we can also show that in an away game, because it's usually tougher to play away from home than at Anfield.